Hello there, everybody. This is John here. I'm one of the HubSpot facilitators with the go-to-market enablement team, and I'm making this short video today to talk about custom objects. So out of the box, we know that HubSpot comes with certain default objects like contacts, companies, deals, tickets, etc. However, sometimes customers might have needs beyond these. So HubSpot offers the ability to customize your own objects and to create them from scratch. This tool allows users to customize their data, create objects to suit their specific business needs, which they can then monitor, track, and associate with other records in their CRM. So, basic selling points there. It's about storing and customizing all your data right inside of HubSpot, creating that, initial source of truth, that core source of truth there. Just like any other object, these custom objects can work with workflows and work with reports so that you can take automated actions and report on the data collected within them. Common use cases for this tool would be, say, if you have a business process that requires more than the default objects and you wish to create and customize your own data beyond what we offer out of the box. Say, for example, you're maybe selling or reselling unique items like cars, and you want to gather data on the cars that you sell. You want to create associations between the customers who are interested in the deals that are possibly ongoing. You can do all of this with custom objects. So say, for example, if you've been monitoring these unique items in an external system outside of a CRM, custom objects means that you can now do this all inside of HubSpot, so that you don't have, your customers in HubSpot, but your inventory elsewhere. You can have your inventory right built into HubSpot and have those associations created with them. Now, the main thing to remember here is because it's customizable, the use cases are different for each user's specific needs, but really with custom objects, the sky is the limit. And after the initial setup of custom objects, they can be used like any other default object like contacts and companies, etc. Now, the one thing is here, we do need to make sure that custom objects can only be created through API. So to create a custom object, you will need to define, the scheme of this is a bit technical, but the customers will be able to work with their developers or using online resources or HubSpot services to get this set up initially. But after that initial setup is done, the custom objects will appear just like any of the other ones, just like contacts or companies. If you go into the view here, you can see from my portal here, cars appears as an object, just like contacts, companies, calls, etc. You can also select it here as well, so it will appear in your system this way, and the associations and the user interface is just the same. So customers won't need to learn any new sort of tricks or any new processes or methods to use custom objects. It's just like using any other one in HubSpot. We can see here that just like the contacts dashboard view page, the cars are outlined here. We have the model, make, year, VIN, color. All the properties can be adjusted and created in the settings as well. So you can always add new properties as you go. But the real thing is here, if you want to say monitor, this is the contact standard view. You want to monitor the interest potentially in a car. You can click into the car itself, have a look at the page. You can see the contacts who are interested in perhaps purchasing it. You can see any ongoing deals that have been associated. If you had, if you were trying to service the car, you could potentially have tickets related to it as well. So it really can be associated across your entire CRM, and that you can keep track of all activity based on this card. Again, any emails relating to this particular card, you can log those emails, any calls, tasks, meetings, or notes, just as you would with a contact, just as you would with a deal. It really is that, that easy and intuitive to use. As mentioned before, you can use these with workflows, just as you can see here in this workflow here. If a form submission comes in, someone perhaps is interested in selling a car, you can create new custom records based off those form submissions, based off customer activity. You can also use the data on cars to perhaps measure your inventory. How many cars have we got? What's the breakdown of the makes of cars? What's the breakdown of the color of cars? All of this is possible within reports, just like you would be with anything else. So really, as I said, sky is the limit. Same thing that we have with the default object, but it's customized to your use. So the main sort of takeaways that we would have here are: you can create custom objects that are unique for your unique business and your unique business needs. They can be used like any other objects. You can gather data, you can use them for automation, use them in reports, and it is entirely flexible to you to add and to grow these objects as you go by adding new properties, by changing the way it works, and by creating associations with all other objects in the system. And just like we like to say, crafted, not cobbled, it means that any inventory, any extra objects that you might have been tracking in an external system can now be tracked, monitored, and maintained, managed in HubSpot from that one central source of truth. All the best, folks. Bye-bye.